Welcome back to Low Stress Math with Mrs. Bono. We are in Chapter 6, Systems of Equations, Lesson 4, Substitution, and this is the review packet. Well, the first of many review packets. And these are the steps. Solve for one equation for x or y. This is already done for you. This step here is isolate the variable. In other words, get x or y by itself. And I did that on this packet for you. And you're going to put parentheses on the expression. So substitute the expression into the other equation, solve for one variable. Once you solve for one of the variables, plug the solution into one of the original and solve for the other variable. And this is the part I want you to do either in your head or on a calculator. Check your answers by plugging it back into both equations, seeing if it holds true. Now you remember, I made my mistake on problem number 3, but I checked it and I found my mistake before I had it in the, well, I already wrote it, but I did check it. Okay, I asked you to do the odd problems for homework, and you could check them with the even problems that I did yesterday in class. So let's start with number 5. I'll make it nice and big so you can see. And I'm going to put parentheses around the negative 3x. Y is isolated, and you're going to use negative 3x in place of y. So it's going to come down into this expression. And it doesn't have a coefficient, but I'm going to use a 1. So here we go. There's no coefficient on x, so I'm writing 1x plus 1. And the part that you're substituting goes in red. So I know that you know what to substitute. Equals 4. So 1 times negative 3. 1x plus negative 3x equals 4. Now look, they're on the same side of the equal sign. 1x plus negative 3x, you do what you see. It's only when you go to the opposite side that you do the opposite. So 1 minus 3 is negative 2x equals 4. Divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2, and you get x equals negative 2. Put a little box around it because it's beautiful. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Y equals negative 3x. Y equals negative 3. And you're doing substitution, so you put it in red, times negative 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Negative 3 times negative 2, still positive 6. If you're not sure about that, yell at Siri or use a calculator, whatever. If I look down here and I check it in my head, negative 2 plus 6 is 4. And 6 is equal to negative 3 times negative 2. You could use a calculator to check it or just check it in your head. Negative 2 and 6. And if you get it wrong, just like me, go back and look for where you made your mistake. Okay, so for the next one, this one I'm replacing x instead of y. Oh dear. So it's this that gets changed. So there's no coefficient. I'm going to use 1. The negative 2y in parentheses. And this is a minus sign. So I'm just going to change that to plus negative 1y. I like to change my subtraction to plus a negative. It means the same thing, but it usually makes the problem a little easier. Equals 9. 1 times negative 2, negative 2y plus negative 1y equals 9. Okay, dot, 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 because now they're on the same side, so you're adding the two negatives. Negative 2 plus negative 1 is negative 3y equals 9. Divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3, and y is negative 3. Now I'm just going to double check that I have y's throughout, because you know that's my kind of mistake to make. And now I'm going to go back to this original equation where the x was isolated, and I'm going to use x equals negative 2y, x equals negative 2, and because I'm substituting, I'm going to put that negative 3 in parentheses and make it red. And look at me, I already made a mistake. Darn, it's a good thing I was paying attention. I wasn't paying attention, would have made a mistake, but no. Negative 3. Negative times negative is positive. 2 times 3 is 6. Now, my other big mistake. Sometimes I put them in the wrong order. I have to make sure that x goes first. So it's 6 comma negative 3. 6 comma negative 3. In parentheses, x before y. Me, here we go. Down here, the y is isolated, so I'm going to put the negative 3x in parentheses, and it's going to go here next to the y. Look at that. It's a minus sign. You know what to do. Change it to plus or negative. So, 4x plus negative 2 times negative 3x equals negative 20. 4x plus negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6x equals negative 20. I'm going to put the dots for my equal sign, because if they're on the same side, I just have to add them. 4 plus 6 is 10x equals 20. Divide by 10, divide by 10, x equals, I just missed it again. That's a negative 20. Negative 20 divided by positive 10 is negative 2. Oh, Bono, one must be the careful. Okay, now I have to find the y. Y equals negative 3x. Y equals negative 3. Substitution, put it in red. Negative 2. Negative times negative is positive. 3 times 2 is 6. Y equals positive 6. Now I'm really going to check it because I almost made a mistake and I don't want to do that. So 6 equals negative 3 times negative 2. That's 6. Okay. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Minus 2 times 6 is 12. So negative 8 minus 12, negative 20. Good, that does work. Negative 2, positive 6. Yeah. Always check yourself. You can do it. I can do it in my head, but you guys have a calculator. Please use your calculators. You have them, you might as well use them. Oh, look, they're both equal to y. When they're both equal to the same thing, they're equal to each other. I like to put the larger variable on the left. So I'm going to put 6x minus 8 equals negative 4x plus 2. Now here's my dot, dot, dots, because I'm going to be going back and forth over the equal sign quite a lot. The opposite of 4x, of negative 4x, is positive 4x. And I'm going over the equal sign. That's why I changed it to plus 4x. You only do that when you go over the equal sign. 10x minus 8 equals 2. Add 8 to both sides, and you get 10x equals 10. Divide by 10, divide by 10. Boom, x is 1. Well, that's nice and easy. I like that. So now I'm going to come back, and you know, I'm going to take the easier of the two equations, which is the one that has positive 6x in it. Because for me, positive numbers are easier. Positive 6x minus 8. Y equals 6. And because I'm substituting, I'm putting that 1 in parentheses. 6 minus 8. Y equals negative 2. 1 comma negative 2. Oh dear, I forgot to highlight it. You must highlight your answers, Bono, so that everyone knows what the answers are. There we go. 1 comma negative 2. Always checking that my x comes first and then my y. All right, now check it. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 plus 2, negative 2. Good. Negative 2 equals 6 minus 8. Yep, that's negative 2. Both of those numbers, check in both of those equations. That's how you know it's a solution. Da, 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 da. Oh, good. Straight up substitution. X minus 4 is going to be substituted right here for that x. Oh, no, I'm lying. It's for this y. Don't look at that. Okay. I would have done that so bad. Negative 4x plus negative 6, the red, times x plus negative 4. Be careful. Oh my goodness, I'm throwing my pens everywhere. It's negative 16. Let me just double check that because I was having brain issues. Negative 4x minus becomes plus a negative 6 in the parentheses x plus negative 4 because minus is plus a negative. There we go. All right, that's better. Negative 4x plus negative 6 times x, negative 6x plus negative 6 times positive 4, 24, equals negative 16. Okay, dot, dot, dot on the equal sign, because if you're on the same side of the equal sign, you just do what's given. Negative 4 plus negative 6 is negative 10x plus 24 equals negative 16. Subtract 24 from both sides because we're going over the equal sign now. Negative 10x. Negative 16 minus 24 is negative 40. When the signs are the same, you add and keep the sign. Or use a calculator. Divide by negative 10. Divide by negative 10. X equals positive 4. Okie dokie doodle. There's my positive 4. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Y equals x minus 4. Y equals 4 minus 4. Y is 0. Ba, 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 ba. X is 4. Y is 0. Put that back here. And we're done. Not too bad, not too shabby. All right, the last one. Let's get this done. Parentheses around y minus 4, and it's the x that's being substituted. I always have to check that. I mess that up all the time. Here we go. Negative 2, and this is substituted for x, y minus 4 plus 3y equals 6. Negative 2 times y, negative 2y. Ah, look at that. That should be plus negative 4. Negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8 plus 3y equals 6. And then, dun, 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 dots going down because negative 2y and positive 3y are on the same side of the equal sign. So you get negative 2 plus positive, get 1y plus 8 equals 6 minus 8, because you're on opposite sides of the equal sign again. Get y equals 6 minus 8 is negative 2. Box that baby. Check that I have y's throughout, yes. You know, because I get confused. I do, I'm old. All right, x equals y minus 4. X equals negative 2 minus 4. X equals negative 6. Let's double check that. Because you know, yeah, might as well. See, negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6. True. Negative 2 times negative 6 is 12, plus negative 3, 3 times negative is negative 6, 12 minus 6. Yep, that one checked too. Now, like I said, I'm checking these in my head. You have a calculator. What else have you got to do with your time? Check them on a calculator. Make sure you put the x first, then the y, because you know we did them in the reverse order, and it worked. Okay, have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.